sexy beast.
Hey, we're rolling.
Wait, let me reply back to the text. Good morning. Welcome to your Stanfield High School news, the only news that matters to you. Today we will be covering weather, sports, and other recent news. Now I'll switch it to my weatherman, Dylan Grogan.
Thank you, Carlos. So today's forecast for Stanfield High School's weather. There's been lots of tornadoes lately, and there's been a huge hurricane right now, and I think the wind is picking up. I think it's blowing from the east to the west. Can you cut that part out? All right, thank you. Thank you. Back to Carlos.
All right, thank you, Dylan, for informing us about the weather, because that leads me to my next news report. Stanfield High has been known for the many accidents that has occurred in its parking lot, but those accidents that have occurred in the parking lot has now moved on, with our local high school student, Justin Shelby, crashing his new vehicle in a ditch. He had just recently got the vehicle, which was a Honda that he bought from another student. That vehicle took a huge beating, but nobody was hurt. Currently, it is drowning in water and hopefully will be pulled out soon and working again. Now we'll move on to Thyler Sports.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. Now we're going to go to our star basketball player, Jose Galarza. As you can see, this is Jose Galarza working on his game right now out here in the cold. And as you can see, this is the reason why we lost the state championship, because he can't make a shot. Jose, can we get a couple words with you?
Oh yeah, man. Easy.
So how did it feel to lose the state championship?
You know, it was a bad feeling because knowing the fact that you lost the game for your teammates and you're supporting your fans, it's a bad feeling. This is why I'm out here putting in the extra work.
So do you think you're going to play college ball anyway?
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about attending Boise State University and a full ride scholarship.
For water boy?
Oh yeah, actually for a starter, 6-man, you're recording my games.
All right, thank you, man. Just keep working on your game, get better.
All right, thank you.
Oh, he finally made a shot.
All right, thank you, Tyler, for interviewing Jose for basketball. I think we will be seeing you very soon. You know what? Just take it back.
Thank you, Carlos. Now we have a special visitor that joined the Stanfield News tonight, and he plays for the Stanfield football team, and his name is Jose Galarza. I have a couple questions for you, sure. Alright, so how did it feel to lose the state championship?
Well, to me, it didn't really hurt me because I didn't show to practice that championship week. Because the week before, I got a scholarship to go play football for Ohio State University.
Oh, well, that's kind of selfish on your part, so you don't really care about your teammates?
At that time, no, because college was more important to me, and playing for Urban Meyer was way more important than playing for Davy South in a two-way state championship game.
All right, well, thank you for your selfishness tonight. Good luck at Ohio State University.
All right, thank you.
We'd like to wrap up the Stanfield News with the thing we call Around the Horn. They will be answering a topic of repeating the state championship for baseball. They will be answering a few questions and giving their own opinions on which is right. One.
Welcome to Around the Horn. We have two sports analysts here today, Dylan Grogan and Jose Galarza, and they're going to be discussing a topic of the Stanfield High baseball team repeating a state championship. So we have three questions for them today, and the first one that they're going to discuss is, what are the chances of Stanfield High repeating a baseball state championship? Dylan Grogan first.
It's not going to happen. 2 years in a row, it's not going to get done, especially with this group. They just don't have the talent. They lack everything in baseball. They don't even try in practice. They're just bad kids in general.
Well, that's where I think he's wrong. You know, these kids only lost two kids last year, and only one of them really played. All these seniors, all these upcoming juniors that are coming back, these kids can play. They're good kids. I've gone to the practice. They're humble.
Hey, but those two kids were the heart and soul of the team last year. I feel like they they pushed us in the state championship and state playoffs right there. Last year, I feel like they just got lucky. Every single game, they just got lucky with those hits. Especially, like, man, they shouldn't have won any of those games. If they would have played any 2A team, they would have got killed.
Okay, now, thank you guys for your opinions on that question. We'll now move on to the next one. Do you think having a new coach will affect this team? Don't go.
Oh yeah, the coach is everything, and that with the new coach and with the new philosophy around in the dugout, they ain't gonna win it. Just never done before. Never with a new coach. Aragon did it, but that was trash because Aragon's trash.
What you said about coaching, that part is important, but I think this coach has worked with their last coach, Brian Johnson, for a while, and he's not going to change anything so he doesn't get these kids out of rhythm. He's going to go under the same philosophy that Johnson did, and these kids are going to be ready to play.
Alright, Johnson wasn't that good. He had all the talent in his hands, so I don't know why he's giving so much credit to Johnson. But anyways, I still don't think they're good. The coaching staff, with the new coaching staff, they're just not going to get it done this year.
Now you said talent, got a lot of talent now. They're returning most of their talent back this year. They only lost 2 kids, so that shouldn't be much of a challenge for them.
Alright, guys, thank you for your opinion on that question. It's time to move on to the next. Do you think they have good leadership on the team?
Oh, for sure. They have good leadership. They got like 3 good seniors coming back, and those kids are going to want to repeat, and that's going to push them to push every other kid to work their hard and practice every day.
Yeah, I went down to their practice one time, bunch of cocky kids, and I've been talking around the league. I get the same thing, they're just cocky kids. So I'm not feeling this year about them going to the state championship. I'm just thinking they're going to think they can do it and get bumped out the first round.
I know. They might be cocky, but sometimes a little cocky is good. Show that they're not scared to play anybody, and that they're still humble, and I think they're gonna get the W.
Any more comments? Alright, well that'll wrap up the Stanfield news for tonight.